Hey Selena, are you there? I wanted to talk to you about Julie's wedding. You see, I think I'd actually like you to stay home and take care of things while I go. In fact, I'm actually going to be going with my ex-wife.
Excuse me? What in the world are you talking about?
Well, it's just that she's Julie's real mom and you're not. I just think it would be better if her and I went and you stayed home.
But, you can't just ask me to do this out of nowhere. Besides, that woman might be Julie's biological mother, but I am her parent. I have been raising that girl for the past 20 years that we've been together. You can't just tell me that you're going to be giving my seat to your ex?
I don't know what else you want me to say. I was talking to Ruth and she said that she really wants to be there. And ever since Julie announced that she was getting married, Ruth has been even more vocal about being there at the wedding. And I think it would be pretty awkward if we try to give both you a space there, don't you think? So please, can you just stay at home that day?
How can you even suggest something like that? Why should I have to stay at home? If anyone should be missing from Julie's wedding day, it's Ruth. Are you forgetting that after she gave birth, she abandoned you with Julie? And after that, you're just going to let her waltz into the wedding and pretend to be a mother again?
Okay, now hold on just a second. I really don't think that you're being fair to Ruth at all. I mean, like it or not, she did carry and give birth to Julie. And I think that means we owe her at least a little bit of our respect, don't you?
No, actually, I do not think that we owe her even a single ounce of respect.
Selena, please. I really think that you're being unreasonable. Yes, you might have raised Julie for basically all her life. But are you really going to tell me that that's worth more than being someone's actual biological parent? Think of it this way. The whole reason you were able to raise Julie in the first place is because Ruth did what she did. So in a way, you kind of owe her, don't you think? I know that you think you dedicated the last 20 years of your life to Julie, but don't let that get you carried away.
Carried away? Are you kidding me right now, Richard? Why are you even defending Ruth right now? I remember that when you and I first got together, all you would ever do is complain about Ruth.
Well, that was then and this is now. And the fact of the matter is that I think that Ruth deserves to see her daughter get married. Just like any parent should for their children. She even wrote a letter for Julie that she wants to give to her on her wedding day. She was crying when she was telling me about her plan to give it to her.
You're still not telling me how you can just forgive her for all of this.
I know that Ruth wronged Julie and I. She betrayed us and I get that. But I think that she's really changed her ways. She called me the moment she heard that Julie was getting married and I could hear the tears in her voice. She's not the same woman that she used to be. I know it.
Hold on just a second here. Why is she calling you so often about this? Have you two been meeting in person?
Well, after she called me, I did ask her out to lunch just because it had been so long. And then lately, we've been going out drinking too.
Excuse me? When were you going to tell me any of this?
I wasn't really thinking about it. All I could think about was how much prettier Ruth has gotten over the years. So now we've been keeping in contact mostly to coordinate stuff about the wedding. But did you know that Ruth still isn't remarried? I guess she just never got over leaving Julie and I. That's how I know that she really meant what she was telling me.
I don't get it, Richard. Are you telling me that after all this time, you've rediscovered feelings for your ex-wife?
I'm just glad that you said it so that I wouldn't have to. But it's true. My heart has already decided. So I think it would be best if we just ended our marriage now so that I could get back together with Ruth and put our family back together. But don't worry, I'll never forget all the good times that we had together.
I don't believe what I'm hearing. How could you do this to me?
Well, I'm just thinking that this would be best for Julie. Besides, Ruth promised not to cheat on me anymore and that she would be loyal for the rest of her life. I think the timing of this is all a sign that this is the right thing to do. That's why we're going to get married and have a second chance at our life.
I don't even know what to say to you right now. You've been secretly going out with your ex-wife? Then you tell me that I should give up my seat to Ruth for Julie's wedding. And now you're telling me that you want a divorce so that you can marry Ruth again? Do you have any idea just how much of an idiot you're being?
I really am sorry for where this leaves you, Selena. But even Julie thinks that Ruth and I should get back together. She said, I hope you two have a nice life when I told her about it. So you see, she's really happy for the two of us.
I don't believe it. Did Julie really tell you two to have a nice life?
Of course she did. You don't think that she's happy to be getting her real mom back after all these years? And what's more, to have both of them at her wedding watching her proudly? Honestly, if that isn't enough to make you agree to all of this, then I don't know what to say.
Are you kidding me right now?
Look, I'm in love with Ruth and we're getting back together. She is going to be at Julie's wedding and not you, so don't bother showing up.
Okay, fine then.
Oh, and by the way, I have some divorce papers that we should sign once I'm back home.
Oh, trust me, we couldn't get divorced fast enough to make me happy. I dedicated the last 2 decades of my life to you and Julie. I can't believe that you both betray me like this, but if this is what you want, then don't let me stand in your way.
Thank you so much for your understanding. I knew that you would if we just talked this out.
Hey, Julie, I just want to let you know that your father and I are getting a divorce. I'm very sad that I won't be at your wedding, but I really do wish you all the joy and happiness in the world. I also transferred some money to your bank account as a little wedding present. I hope you have a wonderful life, Julie. Wait, what? Mom, what are you talking about? You and Dad are getting a divorce? What's going on? Did something happen? Did the two of you get into a fight or something like that? What do you mean, Julie? Your dad told me that you were already informed about this. Don't you know that he's getting back together with Ruth, your birth mother? That's why he and I are breaking up. He's doing what? This is the first that I'm hearing about any of this at all. Wait, really? Are you sure? Your dad told me that he had talked to you about this. He told me that you were very supportive of him getting back together with Ruth. He said that I was supporting him getting back together with Ruth? When did this happen? Did he really think that I'd ever approve of this? Mom, I have no idea what's going on here at all, but I want you to know that it isn't how like you're saying at all. I'm confused then. What is going on? Well, Dad actually called me not that long ago to talk about his plans after I get married. Well, he told me that he was going to be selling the house and moving into a condo with Mom. Then he asked me what I thought of that, and I told him that it was a great idea and that I wish you two all the best. But that whole time, he only used the word Mom. So obviously I assumed that he was talking about the two of you. He never mentioned Ruth even once. I see. But then what does this mean? What is even going on? Are you telling me you had no idea that your dad was getting back together with Ruth? Well, I guess that means you don't know that she's planning on being at your wedding too, right? Excuse me? She better not be. Is that why you wouldn't be coming to my wedding? Because my dad was trying to replace you with her? Your dad was telling me that I guess Ruth has some letter she wrote that she's been wanting to give you. I don't even want to even see the envelope that's holding that letter. Why would I want anything to do with a woman that cheated on my dad and left us? I can't believe that he would want anything to do with her either. I don't know. I guess he said that she's really changed over the years. He said that she's only gotten prettier with time. I guess he just fell back in love with her. After all, Ruth was your father's first love, you know. Even so, if my dad is letting a woman like Ruth fool him, then he's just being stupid. You're the only mom I need. You were the woman who raised me for the past 20 years. How could Dad ever think I'd want otherwise? Oh, Julie, thank you so much for saying all of that. It makes me feel so much better. Well, just know that I'm going to do something about this, so you have nothing to worry about, and you will be getting an invitation when I have the dates down. You are going to be the only mom at my wedding.
Selena, are you there? Please, you have to take me back. Let's get married again. I've signed my portion of the wedding certificate, so now I just need your signature.
What in the world are you talking about? What happened to you and Ruth?
We're not going to be getting married anymore. She ran away from me right before we were supposed to sign the marriage papers.
She ran away? What does that even mean?
I don't know. I think that she was cheating on me again. How could I ever have believed her? Actually, I know that she was cheating on me because I caught her texting several other men.
Was she really?
That's right. Not only that, but she was talking to someone slated to take over his family's company. I guess when she found that out, she figured to cut her losses with me.
I see. So basically you're saying that your actions have finally come around to bite you.
Please, I never should have divorced you. I was fooled by Ruth's crocodile tears, but they were all just lies. You have to forgive me for this. I was fooled. Can't you see that? I'm a victim here too.
Are you seriously trying to call yourself a victim in this?
Now, I understand why you might be mad about this, but I really hope you can see how I'm not to blame for this at all. You're not actually going to let 20 years of being together go to waste, are you? Let's just go home and be a family again. We can even go as a couple to Julie's wedding. What do you think?
I think that you're a bit late for that since we're in the middle of the wedding now.
What do you mean by that?
I mean that the wedding is going on right now and I'm here as Julie's mother. Even the rest of your family is here. Everyone but you, that is.
I don't get it. What's going on here? What do you mean the wedding is going on right now? Julie's wedding isn't supposed to be today?
Oh, I'm afraid it is. I'm here looking at how beautiful Julie looks in her wedding dress. Everyone here is crying tears of joy, just so happy to see her.
Wait, but this can't be right. I haven't heard of Julie setting a date for a wedding. I haven't even gotten an invitation. Are you telling me that Julie is getting married and she didn't even invite me?
I wonder if that might have something to do with you not being her dad at all?
What is that supposed to mean? Of course I'm her father. She's my daughter. She's my flesh and blood.
You still don't get it, do you? Family is so much more than genetics. I thought you would have figured that out by now. Does the fact that Julie calls me mom mean nothing to you?
What are you getting out?
And in that same vein, she doesn't think of you as her father one bit. In the past 20 years, you've barely been a parent to her at all.
Oh no, this is really bad. I have to get a hold of Julie right away. This can't be happening. I'm her father. There's no way that I'm gonna miss my daughter's wedding. Maybe she just forgot to send me one. There's no way that she wouldn't invite me to something as big as this.
I'm sorry, but you'll have to do all of this later. We're all in the middle of her wedding. If you bothered her about this, it would only ruin her day, so why can't you just give her this day?
But that would mean missing my own daughter's wedding. This can't be happening. I have to get there right now.
Do you even know where the wedding is happening? Look, I really don't have time for this. I'm here to enjoy Julie's wedding. So just accept that Julie has decided on her own who her parents are. Hey, Mom. I just wanted to thank you again so much for today. I was really nervous, but seeing you there for me was a huge help. And thank you so much for inviting me to your beautiful wedding. I was just touched the whole time. And I promise to always treasure this letter you've written me. It was all beautiful. I'm really glad that you liked it, Mom. Anyways, my friends and I are going to be going out soon, so I guess we'll talk later, right? Sorry, just one more thing before you go. I really recommend you turn off your phone before going out. I just know that your dad is going to try and get a hold of you to talk about all of this. Oh, trust me, I've noticed. He's been blowing up my phone for hours now. I guess it sounds like things didn't work out so well with him and Ruth, right? He even told me that you told him you didn't want to marry him even though he offered. Well, of course I wouldn't want to marry a man like him again after all of this. And I don't blame you. I even told Dad as much. In fact, I told him that after today, I'd never ever talk to him again. You mean you're just going to cut your dad out of your life? Of course. He's hardly been a parent to me, especially compared to you. And I wouldn't want the man who treated you the way he did in my life any longer. Well, I guess that means that your dad really is going to be all alone after this. You know, I've been thinking about this for a while, and I can't even come up with a good memory I have with Dad. And of course, I'm sorry that he was cheated on by Ruth, but I think he was always using that as an excuse for his behavior. And I know that because of that, he made your life much more difficult when it came to being married and raising me. But even before he married you, life wasn't easy for me with him anyways. Wait, really? You mean that even before I came, your dad wasn't doing a good job of raising you? He would always have my hair cut so short, and when I asked him why, it's because he said if I had it any longer, it reminded him too much of Ruth. And he was always picking out clothes that he said Mom would never wear that I should. He basically tried to control my life because he hadn't gotten over what Ruth did to him. I see. Well, I don't think I had any idea of that at all. And I guess even 20 years later, he still wasn't over her. I would have thought that having a new family would have meant that he'd moved on, but I guess not. Really, he was just waiting for Ruth to come back into his life so he could drop everything and be with her. Julie, I'm so sorry for all that you've had to go through, even when you were little before I met you. But you did so much for me. You let me get whatever haircut I wanted and helped me figure out my own sense of fashion. You treated me the way a real parent should. And now I know that you're the only real parent that I've ever had. So I hope that I've been half as good the daughter to you as you've been the mother to me. Oh, sweetie, well, I don't know what to say, except of course, you're my family and you always will be. I love you, Mom, so much. But my friends are asking when we're going to be leaving for the after party, so I think I really do have to go now. We'll talk soon, though, and thanks again for everything. After that, I heard through the grapevine that Richard went through with his plan to sell the house. Of course, now he had no one to move in with. Ultimately, he ended up going to live with his parents, but that didn't last long as they realized housing Richard would mean not seeing Julie anymore. They told Richard that he had screwed up his family, but that he shouldn't try and screw up theirs. Richard was only allowed to stay with them for a week before being asked to move out. Even after he moved out, his parents were still giving him flack about letting things with Julie deteriorate to the point that she wouldn't even invite him to her wedding. After that, I heard he moved to a new town and is trying to start a whole new life where nobody knows him. As for Ruth, it turns out her new man was nothing but a fraud and that his business collapsed not long after their marriage. I hear that Ruth is still with this man, trapped by the debt and scared to leave. Julie enjoyed the rest of her wedding night and even went on a lovely honeymoon trip with her new husband. The whole time she was there, she was sending me lots of pictures and messages. I told her not to forget to enjoy her trip while she was on it. While she was away, I moved into an apartment by myself. When she returned, Julie came to visit me and we had a belated housewarming party. She told me all about her trip and we didn't say a word about her father. Tim, where are you right now? We were supposed to go on our day trip today, remember? We've been planning this day-long hike through the woods for weeks now. But I just woke up and was about to start getting our stuff ready, and when I looked next to me, I saw you weren't there.
Oh, sorry, babe, my bad. My little sister Sarah called me up in the middle of the night last night. So I hopped in the car and drove over to my parents' house. That's where I am now.
I don't believe this. She called you out to your parents' house in the middle of the night again?
Yeah, and man, am I sleepy because of it. I'm gonna go back to sleep here. So yeah, sorry, but we're gonna have to cancel our hike today. We can go another time.
Tim, oh, you know how much I've been looking forward to the hike. I understand that Sarah called you, but couldn't you just tell her no for once?
Are you kidding me? How am I supposed to turn down an invitation from the cutest little sister in the whole wide world? She's always had a thing for me, you know. I'm her big brother and all, and she just feels more safe and secure whenever I'm around. And you know, for me, it feels really good to have someone that loves you and depends on you like this.
But Tim, every time she does this, it's always something incredibly trivial. Just a few weeks ago, she called you in the evening and she said that she'd been having trouble sleeping and wanted you to come and sit by her bed while she sleeps. That was our anniversary night. We had reservations to go out to a nice dinner together, and you canceled on me the last minute.
But this time it actually was really, really important, so hear me out, okay? My sweet little Sarah is gonna be a college student. She needed to take out a loan to pay for her tuition and books and stuff and wanted me to co-sign the loan.
Wait a minute. Sarah's going to college now? So she's going to be taking night classes or something while she keeps doing her regular day job?
Nope, she's already quit. She's gonna be a full-time student. I guess she never really felt very good about skipping college and getting a job straight out of high school. So she's been staying with my mom and dad for the past year to study for the entrance exam. And all that hard work and dedication paid off. She passed with flying colors and got accepted into one of the best private universities in the area.
Wow. Well, I'm very happy for her.
Isn't she incredible? I always knew she'd grow up to make something of herself, ever since she was a little girl.
Yeah, and again, it sounds like she's doing very well for herself, but we need to talk about this co-signing thing. That means that you're going to have to make the payments for her if she can't do it for some reason, right? I think this is something that the two of us should talk about together before making any big decisions.
Huh? I don't get it. What is there for us to talk about? I already told her I'd do it. It's a done deal. What do you think she called me out to my parents' house for? I was up all night signing all the necessary forms.
You what?
My parents are on a fixed income, so they won't be able to help her out very much. Plus, Sarah quit her job a full year ago and hasn't made any money since, so her savings are basically all gone. So it's up to me as her capable and dependable big brother to step in and help her out.
Tim, why did you make such an important decision without my input? We're going to build a house together, aren't we? We'll need to submit information about our credit to the bank to get a loan of approval soon. What are you going to do if the bank declines us for a loan because of this?
What's the problem? I don't see why that should make such a big difference. All I did was sign some goofy contract. It's not like I'm the one who's borrowing the money. Besides, Sarah says she's going to be sure to pay it all off and make all the payments right on time.
Okay, I'm glad she seems sure of herself, and I don't doubt she's sincere, but it's still concerning. You should have come and talked to me first, Tim.
Oh yeah, and there's one more thing I need to tell you. Sarah's gonna need some money for expenses, so we're gonna be giving her a little allowance of $300 a month. I'll give you Sarah's account information, so the next time you go to the bank, can you set up an automatic withdrawal for her every month?
$300 a month? Why do we need to send her so much?
Sure, she may have passed the test, but there's still a lot she'll need to pay for. Plus, classes aren't going to start for a couple months yet. She worked so hard this last year, I think she deserves to have a couple months of fun before school starts, don't you? It'll be a good motivation for her to study hard come the fall, too.
Is that it? If she wants some extra spending money, why doesn't she just get a part-time job? She quit her old job, she's done with the entrance exams, all she has to do is wait for classes to start. She has more than enough free time in the day to work for a few hours here and there.
Hey now, she's been grinding away studying for this test for a whole year, and she's finally done with it all. She's absolutely exhausted mentally and physically. She's been under a ton of pressure for so long. And you're gonna sit there and tell her that she needs to get a job now? How could you be so cruel?
But Tim, if we're sending her this money out of our monthly paychecks, that means this is going to be a burden on the both of us. I understand that you want to help out your little sister, but these decisions don't just impact you, they impact me too. I deserve to have my opinion put into consideration.
All right, I've heard just about enough out of you, Andrea. I am your husband, and as your husband, I'm ordering you to send my little sister $300 every month. Period. End of discussion. If you saw the look in Sarah's big, beautiful eyes when she asked me for some spending money, then maybe you'd understand how important this is to her and to me. My little sister needs our help, and we are going to be there for her.
Tim, you're being unfair.
And now I'm going to bed. I expect you to have the first payment of $300 sent to her account by the end of the day.
Like, wow, your guys' new house is so totally super awesome. And to think I'm gonna be living in this sweet house for free? This is the best! I am so glad that we're gonna be roomies now, Andrea. Hold on. What do you mean we're gonna be roomies? Did you stop by the house today to see it now that it's finished? Well, I guess this is your first time, huh? I didn't come by just to see the house, silly. I came here to move my stuff in. But since you and my brother are working today, there wasn't going to be anyone here to open the door for me. So Tim had a copy of the key made for me. I let myself in. I didn't think you'd mind, seeing as now I'm going to live here too. You're moving in with us? Now, you just wait 1 minute, Sarah. When did all of this get decided? I don't remember ever talking to Tim about you moving in with us. Oh, really? Tim never told you? Oh, that's weird. But, well, that's it. I'm gonna move in with you two starting today. Oh, for the love of... I can't believe Tim went and made another huge decision without me. How many times do I have to tell him that he needs to at least run this sort of thing by me before deciding anything? Well, we've been talking about it for a while now. I thought you knew. Okay, so, Tim told me that you guys were gonna buy a new house, right? Well, it sounded like it was going to be so sweet that I asked him if I could live with you guys too. And he said yes right away. He loves me so much. He's a great big brother. So yeah, that's why I'm here today. I'm moving all my stuff in. By the way, where do you guys keep your toilet paper? But Sarah, what are you going to do about your college classes? Your college campus is a full 2-hour drive away from here. Just how in the world are you going to get to school every day? Oh, yeah, about that. Well, I don't know. College seemed like it would be fun at first, but once I actually started taking my classes, it started to get kind of boring, so I dropped out. You dropped out? I can't believe this. Didn't you spend a whole year studying for this? You quit your job? Are you really going to let all that hard work go to waste? Well, it's super duper boring, though. My classes are all really lame, and I haven't even made any friends yet. This is insane. I guess not too many people go back to college after getting their first job. There's no one else there who's my age. All the other girls in my class are like 10 years younger than me. Have you ever tried being around a bunch of teenagers? It's the worst. So about 3 months in, I started skipping classes pretty regularly, and eventually I just stopped going altogether. How can you be so flippant about this? Anyway, it was around that time when Tim told me about the house you guys were building. So since I was bored with my life, I thought I'd spice things up a bit and try moving to a new town. Seriously though, can you believe I lasted 6 whole months before I quit school? I'm really proud of myself for putting up with it for that long. Once I get settled in here, I'll start looking for a job in town. I'm super exhausted from college though, so I'm probably gonna take a few months off to relax. Okay, Sarah, it's your life. You're an adult. You can make your own choices, regardless of how I or anyone else feels. If you want to quit college after 6 months and move to a completely different town, you're free to do so. However, this is our house, and I expect you to act accordingly, understand? Huh? I have no delusions about my husband. I know that there's nothing I could ever say to get him to change his mind about letting you live with us. So, I have no choice but to make the best of this situation. But again, if you're going to live in our house, then you're going to have to live by our rules. Furthermore, I expect you to make your fair contribution to our rent, living expenses, utilities, and that sort of thing. Oh my god, are you for real, Andrea? I'm your sister, Andrea, and you're gonna take money from me? Who do you think you are? My parents never made me pay them anything when I lived with them. Your parents are the ones who get to determine how to run their own house, just like we are the ones who decide what goes on here. This is our house, not your parents' house. And family or not, when you live in someone else's house, it's a simple common decency to pay that person for the privilege. Considering your situation, how about $500 a month, all inclusive? That's for food, rent, utilities. Sound fair? Are you out of your frickin' mind? $500? That's insane. Seriously? It's a perfectly reasonable amount. That's far less than you would pay if you were renting an apartment for yourself, and that also includes food and utilities, so it is insane, in a way, insanely cheap. You do know that I just moved here, right? And that I haven't even gotten a job yet, right? And, I was a college student up until a few weeks ago. How can you expect me to start shelling out $500 right now? All right, I can be reasonable. How about this? I'll lower your rent to $200 a month, and in exchange, you're going to be doing the housework for us. Things like sweeping the floors, doing the laundry, cooking. It would be nice to have someone else to help me out, since Tom is usually too busy with work to do much housework. You have got to be kidding me. Housework? Me? I hate housework. This is your house. You do the housework. I'm not doing any cleaning or cooking. Or any of that other stupid stuff you want me to do, so don't even bother asking. Great. Just great. Come on, I'm coming to the two of you for help, and you're trying to use that to get me to be your maid? What is wrong with you? Seriously, yuck. You know what? I think I might just have to bring this up to my big brother. He's gonna get so mad at you for trying to use me like that.
Andrea, you've got some explaining to do. Sarah just texted me and told me all about what happened, and I am furious. You tried to force my dear, sweet, adorable little sister to be our maid? What's your problem, Andrea?
Calm down, Tim. That's not what happened at all. All I did was tell her that if she's going to live with us, then she needs to pull her own weight. That means paying her share of our living expenses, right? Food, electricity, and rent aren't free. So I asked her to pay some money each month toward these expenses. Then she countered back saying that she didn't want to pay that much. So I told her that if she wanted, I would let her do some of the housework in exchange for allowing her to stay for less money, that's all.
How dare you! Sarah is my little sister. She doesn't need to pay us any money, and she doesn't need to do any housework.
Tim, that's just not going to be an acceptable arrangement. This is our brand new house that we worked so hard to build. We didn't buy this house just to give Sarah free room and board.
This is my sweet, adorable, beautiful little sister we're talking about. I would sell this house in a heartbeat for her if I had to.
All right, Tim, that's it. I've had enough. I am very upset with you for making yet another big decision without talking to me.
Oh no, you're upset? Whatever am I gonna do?
I have put up with so much for so long. I even agreed to allow her to live with us if that's what you wanted. But I've reached my limit, Tim. I am not going to compromise anymore. I'm concerned, and rightfully so, that Sarah is going to use this as an opportunity to force her way into our lives and never leave. If she's going to live with us, then we need to set some clear ground rules from the get-go. If she's not going to pay her fair share toward our expenses, then I am putting my foot down and saying that she is not going to live with us.
You're gonna kick my own sister out onto the street? My darling, adorable, sweet, gentle, loving sister who just moved into a new city and needs the help of her dependable big brother? You're just gonna abandon her to the wolves to live on the streets with all the homeless people?
She might be your darling sister, but to me she's just the same as any other person. And just like any other person, if she wants to live in my house, then she's going to have to contribute, or else it's simply not going to work out. I have enough stress as it is without the stress of having to support a fully grown woman who refuses to work.
How could you be so cold to Sarah? And before that, how could you disobey a direct order from your husband, you bitch?
Tim! You have never spoken to me like that before.
Yeah, well, it's a lot less than I want to say to you after what you just said. Here's the bottom line, Andrea. Sarah is staying here with us for as long as she likes. She doesn't have to pay us any money, and she doesn't have to do any chores. She is free to do whatever she wants, whenever she wants, however she wants, and that is final. The only thing I want you to do is shut your big fat mouth and do what I say. From now on, you're gonna do all the chores by yourself, and you're gonna wash Sarah's clothes for her, too.
This is unbelievable. First you accuse me of treating Sarah like a maid, and now you're making me into your maid.
Damn straight. Now shut up, put your phone down, and get to work like I told you to. My sister is living with us, end of story. You don't like it? Fine, then get the hell out of my house.
You want me to get out of the house so you can make out with your precious little sister? To hell with that, you get out!
Huh?
I am done taking crap from you, Tim. I have been a damn good wife to you all these years, and how the hell do you repay me for that? By letting your little sister take over the house and calling me a bitch to boot? If you love your sister so much, then get the hell out of this house and take her with you. Go and rent your own goddamn apartment, you creepy-ass weirdo!
Andrea, is that you? You're kind of freaking me out here. You've never stood up to me like this before.
Shut the hell up, Tim. I am sick of you and your disgusting sister fetish routine. The way you sit together and hold hands, it makes me want to puke my guts out.
What? Sister fetish?
You want me to listen to what my husband tells me, huh? You want me to be a good little girl, shut up and do what you say? Well, screw you. You do what I say now. I've done more than enough for you up until now.
Hey, Andrea, you're starting to really scare me now. Can we take a minute and calm down, please?
This is as calm as I can be right now, you moron. I tried being polite, I tried being nice, but nothing got through your thick skull. So all bets are off now. I am finally giving you a piece of my mind. You've had this coming for a long, long time.
Look, hey, it's been a long day. How about we come back to this tomorrow, huh?
You know, it's really not just the fact that you have a massive crush on your sister. I knew that was the way you were since before we got married. That's all baked into the cake by now. But it seems like every day, every frickin' day, it's gotten worse. You're starting to treat your sister more and more like your wife. Is that what you wanted from me, Tim? Did you want me to be a sister for you? Would that make you more attracted to me? Maybe if I dressed like her and styled my hair like her, you'd stop canceling our dates at the last second to go and be with her.
Hey, there's good reason for that. Let me explain.
And the cherry on top was you inviting her to live with us without asking me. I bent over so damn far, my head is permanently wedged between my ankles. And I'm not bending anymore. Get your crap and her crap packed up and get both of your asses the hell out of my house tonight.
Hey, what's gotten into you? You can't kick me out. Sarah's one thing, but I'm the man of the house, aren't I?
You, the man of the house? I'm the man of the house. Both the loan and the title are in my name.
What?
Oh my God, did you forget about that? You dumbass, you're the one who insisted on that arrangement. Remember? Because you just had to co-sign your sister's loan. You didn't want to add any more debt to your name.
Oh, yeah.
You got so scared to sign up for a $300,000 loan. You pathetic coward, you didn't have any problem taking on Sarah's loan. So I had no choice. Either put the loan in my name or have no house. The house, the loan, even the land it was built on are all in my name. So no, you're not the man of the house. You're barely a man at all.
Oh no, I totally forgot.
But now, I'm honestly kind of glad it happened that way. Now I have every right to tell you and your sister to get the hell out of my house. Oh, and by the way, you're going to be on the hook for Sarah's loan after all. Lucky for you, now you get another chance to step up and be a good sugar daddy.
Wait, what? What are you talking about? What's that about Sarah's loan?
Aw, didn't she tell you about that while whispering sweet nothings into your ear last night? Maybe she was planning to tell you tonight during your little sibling celebration. Well, nothing would give me more joy than to be the bearer of bad news to you, so here it is. She defaulted on the loan you co-signed on, and now you are gonna have to pay it off for her.
Seriously?
Oh, I'm dead serious. She dropped out of college. She told you that, didn't she? When I heard that, I was curious. What was going to happen with her loan? So I decided to give a little call to the bank, and do you know what they told me? They told me that she was 5 months late on her payments.
She is?
You should have read the fine print. The moment you drop out, the repayment starts. And your precious little Sarah hasn't made one single payment. They've tried contacting her, but she ignores their calls and emails.
So that means that they're gonna come after me next, doesn't it?
Yeah? What the hell did you think being a co-signer meant?
No way, I can't do that. I mean, do you have any idea how much tuition for the school she got into is? She borrowed the full cost for a year of tuition. It was over $50,000.
And when that debt causes your life to come crashing down around you, I don't want to be anywhere near you. So, get out. Now. Both of you are banned from my house for life. Hey, what did you tell my big brother? He just texted me and told me I can't live with you guys anymore. He said that I'm gonna have to find somewhere else to live. What did I tell him? Nothing much. We had a pleasant little chat about the weather, sports, and the fact that you're not making your loan payments. What? You sure didn't waste any time after dropping out to totally ghost the place you borrowed that money from. Didn't they tell you had to start paying once you dropped out? I imagine they did. And yet, you haven't even made a single payment. Yikes, girl. No way. Why do you know all that? How'd you find out? Oh, I have my ways. I wish I could have seen the look on Tim's face when I told him all about it. Once he realized that now he was going to be on the hook for paying back your loan, I bet he turned pale as a ghost. He said there's no way he was going to be able to pay it for you. Oh no, he can't pay it for me, but why not? I thought I could count on him. Well, Sarah, he might have the biggest sister complex I've seen in my entire life, but that doesn't make him your personal ATM machine. A guy can only have so much money, you see. You mean Tim's kicking me out of the house just to avoid having to pay off my loan for me? Is he just gonna abandon me? But I don't have a job yet, and I don't have anywhere else to live. What am I supposed to do now? You'll have to work that out with your brother, Sarah. Whatever the two of you do from here on out, it has absolutely nothing to do with me.
Okay, I just texted Sarah and told her she can't stay with us, so you don't need to divorce me anymore. I'm so sorry for being a selfish jerk to you. I never appreciated you enough. I realize that now. So what do you say, Andrea? Will you reconsider divorcing me?
Nope. After all the times when I tried to talk to you and you refused to listen? Did you think you could fix this just by apologizing after the fact?
Come on, don't be like that. I mean, we just bought a house together. You don't want to live all alone, do you?
Actually, it sounds kind of nice. I think I might get a cat. Really, getting rid of you might be the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Andrea?
I never told you about this, considering you're allergic to cats. But I've wanted to have a cat for as long as I can remember. Once you move your stuff out, I'm going to a pet shop the very same day. So, no, I won't be lonely at all.
I can put up with a cat. I'll wear a mask in the house or something, so please let me live with you and the cat. I don't want to divorce you.
Then I guess you should have acted like it before it was too late. A good time to apologize might have been, let me think. Oh yeah, the time you left halfway through the first night of our honeymoon to go see your sister would have been a great time. But now, no, you're too late. I don't want to see your face anymore. I don't love you anymore, and I never will again.
Andrea, please!
Don't be too sad, Tim. You still have the cutest little sister in the world, right? Sure, she might be a little impulsive and up to her eyeballs in debt, but she's still your adorable, sweet, beautiful, darling little sister. Maybe the two of you can find a foreign country where your brand of brotherly love is legal and live there. Tim was pretty stubborn about agreeing to the divorce, but once my lawyer got involved, he was much more reasonable. The second he finished writing his last signature, I grabbed the divorce papers and sped over to the courthouse to submit them. Right now, he and Sarah are living together in a small, rundown apartment. They're both working off Sarah's debt together. I was under the impression all she did was pay for a year's tuition. But it turns out she had multiple other expensive hobbies: gambling, designer brand clothing, nightclubs, you name it. All in all, her debt was up to around $80,000. As much as Tom fawns over his sister, seeing the bottom line on the invoice the bank sent them sent him into a furious rage. He screamed his head off at her for a solid 30 minutes until his voice went completely hoarse. It's such a shame. They were such a good couple. But money has a way of ruining relationships, it seems.
Hey, what's up with this disgusting lunch you packed me? You added way too much salt for me to enjoy. Are you trying to make your husband suffer with this salty meal? What's the matter with you?
I'm sorry, Sean. I've had a stuffy nose since this morning, so I couldn't properly do a taste test. But still, I made your lunch despite my sore throat and fever, so please forgive me.
I didn't ask for your sorry excuses. I can't believe that you'd given your husband a disgusting lunch like this without a second thought.
I tried the best I could despite my body not being at its best. Sean, could I just take it easy for the rest of the day today? I'm sure if I just lay down for a while, my fever will go down.
When I'm over here working hard, my wife wants to lie down and take a nap. What makes you think that I would ever allow something like that?
But I'm not feeling all that good today. I can't clean or do the laundry, let alone get dinner ready. Would you mind eating out somewhere on your way home today?
Enough with your excuses. It doesn't matter how sick you are, you should be able to do simple house chores. You're a housewife. The only reason you're able to live the life you currently live is thanks to me. Stop trying to slack off and get to work.
I do have a fever, though. If I just get some rest today, I promise to do everything I couldn't do tomorrow. So please, just let me get some rest.
How many times do I have to tell you to stop with the excuses? I won't allow you to relax while I'm out here working. You are here to keep doing your job, no matter how high your temperature is. That is an absolute order from your husband. If your fever goes down, then I'll know that you are resting.
Millie, I can't sit back any longer and watch you mistreat my son. How much of a self-centered person can you be? You're able to live comfortably thanks to my son. You should be able to do something as simple as house chores. Catherine, it's been a while. May I ask why you're so angry? I'm angry because of you, Missy. You can't even understand something as simple as that? You're completely useless. Me? I don't want to be the type to be telling my son's wife off like this, which is why I've been so patient so far. But after you guys got married, you've been so full of yourself, I can't sit back and watch this any longer. What? Sean has been telling me about how you can't do simple chores properly. You can't even cook or clean properly. Apparently, you've been slacking off with the cooking as well. He's been saying that about me? You didn't even make him lunch today and gave him instant noodles instead? I can't believe you'd stoop so low. Hang on a minute, I haven't done any of that. I do all the chores properly. I even made his lunch today. Although, today was a bit of a failure. That was all due to me feeling pretty sick today. I always make his lunches properly. My son has been telling me the opposite. It seems like you're slacking off as well today. What? It seems like you don't understand where you stand in this life. As a wife, you're supposed to respect your husband. You're able to live comfortably because of Sean. If you can't understand that, then obviously you need some lessons from me. It seems like you won't listen to anything I say, but will listen to anything Sean will say. Fine then. If that's how it is, then I'll take your lessons or whatever else you want. How rude! What is the matter with you? This is not how you should be talking to your mother-in-law. I'll let you lecture me tomorrow. Right now, I have a 104-degree fever that I need to worry about. My head is gradually growing blank. Please just let me rest. I'll talk to you later, okay? Wait, 104? You were feeling that sick? If that was the case, then you should have said so earlier. Your son didn't tell you? The reason why I was slacking off all day today was due to my fever. What? Despite that, I did try to make his lunch for today, but I guess after complaining to me that it was too salty, he went and bought instant noodles. I wonder if he threw out the food I made him. You made him lunch, even though you were this sick? He didn't tell me anything about that. He just said that you didn't make him anything, so he had to go out and buy some noodles from the nearby store. It seems like he's been telling you a variety of things about me. I'm sorry, but I don't have the strength to defend myself against these allegations right now. I do need to rest now, so I'll talk to you later. We'll worry about that later. We should first do something about that fever of yours. What is going on here? This is completely different from what I've been hearing. Millie, if there's anything you need me to pick up for you, you just let me know, okay? Sean's at work, so you can rely on me. Sean, let me in. Why did you kick me out of the house so suddenly? Did I say something weird while I was asleep?
Your coughing was way too annoying. It's midnight and yet you're loudly coughing away. Your husband can't sleep through all the noise you're making.
I'm sorry, but I can't do anything about coughing.
If you can't do anything about it, then you can just stay outside. There, problem was solved. You can cough all you want outside and you won't be a disturbance to anyone else.
What? You're telling me that I have to spend the entire night outside, but I'm sick. I have a fever of 104, you know?
If that's the case, then this is a perfect chance for you to cool down. It's cold enough outside, so you should be able to cool down your body properly.
You're kidding.
I have work tomorrow. I'm part of an important group, so I can't take the day off. I can't risk getting sick from you. For the sake of your husband's health, you need to stay outside all night.
You'd kick your sick wife outside in the cold like this? You're not even the slightest bit worried? You're so cruel, Sean.
What are you talking about? When I came home, you were done with all the chores, and you managed to make me dinner. You just made up the excuse of your fever just so that you could slack off.
What did you say?
Oh, brother, this sucks. Thanks to you, I'm still awake this late at night. I have to wake up early, so I'm gonna sleep now. Make sure to cool down throughout the night. Millie, where in the world are you? You're home, aren't you?
Huh?
Your husband decided to be nice and wake up early to let you back in the house, but you were nowhere to be seen. Because of you, I had to buy my breakfast from the corner store.
You locked your wife out all night. Don't you have something that you would like to say about that? You're not gonna ask how I'm doing or apologize for what you did yesterday?
Huh? Why would I apologize to you? If anything, you should be apologizing to me, interrupting my sleep with your loud coughing all night. Then you disappear without making me breakfast or lunch.
What?
You need to be more grateful to me. I mean, because I locked you out all night, your fever should have gone down by now, right? Are you feeling all better now? If that's the case, then you have no reason to be slacking off on your chores now.
Your wife is no longer here.
What?
Millie is no longer your wife. I made her file for your guys' divorce. If you know what's good for you, then you'll leave her alone for the rest of your life.
Forced her to file for divorce? What's that all about? If anything, who are you? A friend trying to play hero for a damsel in distress?
Wrong. I'm her mother-in-law, otherwise known as your mother, Sean. What have you been doing to that poor girl?
What? Mom!
I haven't been able to control my anger all night long. What heartless person would throw a person who is obviously very sick outside in the cold all night long? I have no recollection of raising you to behave this way.
Wait, why are you there with her? Why are you on her phone?
I have been taking care of Millie since last night when you locked her out. She called me out of nowhere last night, asked for my help, and then lost connection. When I rushed over to the house, where she was unconscious outside, I thought I was going to have a heart attack looking at the scene in front of me.
What?
The door to the house was locked, and I saw the text messages sent between you and her. From there, I got the gist of what happened and immediately took her to the hospital. She was hospitalized all night and was discharged earlier this morning. From there, I encouraged her to file for divorce immediately.
Why would you do that? I'm glad that you went through all the trouble to help out my wife, but still, why would you force a divorce into this situation?
That's because it was what I thought would be best for her. I did nothing wrong in this.
For Millie? Oh, is it for this wife training thing? You forced a divorce so that she would understand how grateful she should be for me, right? Thanks, Mom. You're the best. Just keep teaching her all the important things. She sucks at doing any of the chores. She's by far the worst wife ever.
Huh? What are you talking about? Where is this horrible wife you're talking about? Because I know that Millie is definitely not one. She does everything perfectly and hasn't taken one single day off to take care of herself. If anything, it's amazing how she didn't get sick earlier.
What?
The reason why I told her to file for divorce is for her to be free from you. When I believed everything you said about her, I handed you the papers to file for divorce, right? I told you to sign it so that you can hand it over at any given time. I never imagined that it would have to be used like this.
What are you talking about, Mom? It seems like you're mad at me rather than at Millie.
I've gone way past anger now, and I've just settled in pure disbelief over this entire situation. I can't believe that you were lying to me this whole time. This whole time you complained about how useless she was, but after hearing Millie out, it was completely the opposite.
What?
I was too worried about her health yesterday and decided to go check on her. And what I saw was her doing all the chores even though she had such a high fever. I couldn't stand by and watch, so I did all the rest of the tasks for her.
Really?
I can't forgive you for what you've done as a woman and a wife. You completely abuse your position as a husband against your wife and lie to your mother. What is it that you were trying to achieve by doing all this?
Calm down, Mom. You've got it all wrong here. I was doing all this for Millie's sake.
Huh?
I respect you a lot, Mom. You gave your all for your family. You were the example I wanted as a mother and the example of the perfect wife. So in order for her to be just like you, I was being all mean to her on purpose. I thought that her skills would improve more that way.
That was completely pointless, seeing as how perfectly she does everything. It was apparent when I visited her yesterday. She does her best every single day.
Oh, you don't get it. She's pretty bad at cooking. Compared to you, her cooking is so bad. My favorite fried chicken especially tastes horrible when she makes it. I keep telling her to make it as good as you do, but she doesn't improve in the slightest.
You had a favorite dish? Why didn't you say so earlier? I got those from a nearby restaurant that specializes in chicken.
Wait for the chicken place. Those were all from there?
Yep, at first. I tried a bunch of ways to make my chicken taste good, but then one day when I wasn't feeling all too well, I decided to buy some from there and served it out for dinner. You finished those chickens way faster than any of the ones I've made. You even said that you love those, so I started to buy chicken from them every time.
What?
I just reheat and sometimes refry them just before dinner. If anything, your favorite curry dishes and hamburgers are also just takeout from the nearby stores.
Really?
No matter how much effort I put into cooking, if my child says that he prefers that over my own, then what else is there to do? I eventually gave up on being perfect at chores. I started to see them as a hassle more and more.
Millie makes everything but the chicken really good. She never even had takeout for dinner since we got married.
And yet you threw her outside and locked the door. Unbelievable. She's going to be spending a few days with me. In the meantime, you are not allowed anywhere near us.
Millie, where are you? Please come back home to me.
Never. Thanks to your mother, I finally was able to get a divorce. I don't want you ever to be in control of my life ever again.
What do you mean by that? Sure, I was a bit harsh to you and all, but I still did my job as a husband and supported you.
Huh?
I promised to fix my attitude towards you, so please come back to me. You've gotten better and left my parents' house already, right? I don't know where you are now, but please come back. I can't live without you here with me.
You complained about me being useless all the time to people, and now all of a sudden you can't live without me the moment I'm gone?
Well, that's because I don't know how to cook or clean. I've been eating takeout this whole time, and now the house is a mess. Oh, the laundry is all wrinkled, and I don't have a clean shirt to wear to work tomorrow.
I have no intention of being your maid anymore. If that's what you want, then you can go hire one that'll do everything perfectly. Or better yet, find a healthy wife who won't ever get sick.
Look for a maid to hire, but they all cost so much money. I tried using dating apps and got women to come over, but the moment they saw the trash-filled house, they all left. There's no way I can get remarried like this.
You don't want to spend money, but you want them to do the chores? You're such a horrible person.
You were doing it for me. This time I promise to be more helpful, so please. I'll even give you an allowance. So please, come back to me. My parents abandoned me, and now I don't have anyone I can rely on.
Your parents abandoned you?
I heard that you left my place, so I figured that it was finally my chance to go home, so I rushed over to them. But both my mom and dad sprayed me down with a hose and disowned me right there, claiming that they don't want a son as embarrassing as I am.
Oh my. Those two were that mad, huh? Maybe I spoke too much about our married life to them.
Please, Millie, I'm begging you, let's get back together. I promise to cherish you this time. You're struggling from being a full-time housewife to having to provide on your own, right?
Yeah, it's a bit hard, but I'm having fun, so it's fine. Thanks to your mother, I managed to fully recover and found a job immediately. The manager there is so nice and handsome. I can't help but want to be around him all the time.
What? It's only been a month since we got a divorce. You're moving on to a different man already?
Women can recover quickly, you know. So would you mind leaving me alone? To me, you're just a horrible ex-husband from the past. I don't care a single bit what a man like you is doing.
But...
Goodbye, Sean. Hopefully, you'll be able to make your favorite dishes on your own. After that, I haven't gotten a single message from my ex-husband. If anything, I got all the money that I was due from our divorce the next day, so I'm guessing that his mother had something to do with all this. Every once in a while, she sends me a text checking up on me. If Sean hadn't been lying about me, then maybe we could have gotten along better than the relationship we have now. As for Sean, it seems like he has tried multiple times to get back in his parents' good graces, but they hose him down with water each time. He eventually started attending a class for house chores, but then told the teacher there that she should be doing his chores, which resulted in him getting banned from there. The encounter between them got spread all over social media, and now he is seen as a man who can't do simple tasks nationwide.
Get out of that house right now! You have no right to be living there!
What?
Pack your stuff and leave immediately! If you don't, things might get ugly for you. I'm not playing around. This is your final warning.
Who is this and what are you talking about?
Someone who knows the truth about your situation. You're staying where you don't belong.
Who are you?
Someone with more right to that place than you have. You should be grateful I'm giving you a heads up.
I don't take orders from strangers or anyone. There's no reason for me to leave my home.
You're calling it your home? That's rich. The rightful owner will be coming to claim it soon. Who I am doesn't matter.
Excuse me? What are you saying? Who are you?
My identity isn't important. What matters is you need to leave. The longer you stay, the worse it'll be for you.
Are you threatening me? Because that's how this sounds, and I don't even know you.
Call it whatever you want. I'm just stating facts. Just get out of that house and return it to its rightful owner.
Seriously? You expect me to abandon my home because of cryptic messages from an unknown number? Why should I take orders from a complete stranger?
Because this stranger knows things you don't. I know who really owns that house. And I know you're overstaying your welcome.
This is ridiculous. This house is legally mine. If you have legitimate concerns, identify yourself properly.
Stop arguing and just leave. Every day you stay there is just making everything more complicated. Do yourself a favor and start packing and leave. I'll keep messaging you every day until you get out. Consider this day 1 of your countdown.
This is harassment. I'll report these messages if they continue.
Report all you want. It won't change the facts. If you don't like it, then leave faster. Trust me, you don't want to wait until we have to force you out.
We? So there are more people involved in this harassment?
You'll find out soon enough who's coming for what belongs to them. Just know your time there is limited, whether you accept it or not.
I'm blocking this number now. Don't contact me again.
Block all you want. We'll find other ways to reach you. The clock is ticking. Make it easier on yourself and just go.
Hey, Amy. Long time no see. I've been thinking about you lately. How have you been?
Who is this?
You don't recognize your ex-husband's number? I guess you've really moved on.
What?
Are you doing okay? I heard you remarried earlier this year. Congratulations, I suppose. Remarried just 3 years after I dumped you? Pretty impressive.
Wait a minute. Is someone playing a joke on me? I've been getting strange messages lately.
No joke, it's really me, Ryan Chambers, your ex.
Ryan, is that really you? After all this time, you just text me out of nowhere? Are you seriously, Ryan?
Come on, you remarried and already forgot your first husband? That hurts my feelings a little. We were married until just 3 years ago. 6 years together and you can't recognize me? Oh, I get it. Your ex-husband isn't worth remembering. You're pretty cold-hearted, aren't you?
You've got to be kidding me. You vanished for 3 years without a trace and then accuse me of being cold-hearted? I'm not the cold-hearted one here. You are. You disappeared without warning 3 years ago, left signed divorce papers, and vanished. My friends and I looked for you for months, and you have the nerve to contact me now?
Hold on. I didn't think it would be such a big deal. Are you still mad at me?
You serious? You abandoned your wife without explanation, and you're surprised I might be upset? What planet are you living on?
You remarried, so I thought you'd moved on. Clearly you found someone else. Why are you suddenly getting so angry? It's pretty shocking. I thought we could be mature adults about this.
Stop talking nonsense. Being mature would have been discussing our problems face to face, not sneaking away in the middle of the night. My remarriage has nothing to do with you disappearing. It doesn't erase what you did to me. Ryan, I will never forgive you, just so you know.
Huh? That seems kind of excessive. It was just a divorce. People get divorced all the time.
It wasn't just a divorce, and you know it. For starters, I never received any settlement from you. So why are you contacting me so casually? What's your deal? What do you want?
Whoa, wait, settlement? What settlement? Where is this coming from? I don't recall agreeing to any settlement. I just left the house because I wanted a divorce, that's all.
Seriously? You don't think leaving your wife for another woman warrants compensation?
Another woman? What are you talking about? Why should I pay you anything? I didn't cheat or anything. I just wanted out of our marriage.
Oh, you think I didn't notice? The late night calls you took in another room? The business trips that didn't match your company calendar? Sorry to disappoint you, but I know everything. I know you ran away with your mistress. I know all about it.
What? You're making things up now. There was no other woman.
At first, I thought you left because you were tired of our marriage. We were both busy with work and we fought whenever we saw each other. I blamed myself for months. But while looking for you after you disappeared, I found evidence in your study. Evidence that you were involved with another woman. Hotel receipts, messages, concert tickets for two.
That's impossible. I'm sure I erased all evidence before I left. There wasn't anything to erase.
Did you just admit it? You just said you erased all evidence. I guess talking about divorce and settlement face to face was too much trouble. That's why you just left the divorce papers and disappeared.
Well, I panicked, okay? I didn't know how to tell you.
You didn't want to confront me about your affair or the divorce. You didn't want to pay damages. So you hid your affair and disappeared. You really are the worst kind of person. I spent nights crying, wondering what I did wrong for you to leave like that.
Damn it. Look, that's all in the past now. I can't believe you knew about the affair, but so what? The statute of limitations for infidelity claims is 3 years after discovery. You can't sue me for damages anymore. That's how the law works.
What did you say? Did you just admit you timed this contact deliberately? Ryan, did you contact me now specifically because of that timing?
Of course not. I'm not that calculating. I just happened to remember you recently. I'm just a smart guy. I'm actually impressed with myself. Perfect timing, right?
You've got to be kidding me, you coward! You waited until you thought I couldn't sue you. Hurting someone and not even trying to make amends. Just hiding until you think you're legally safe.
Say what you want. You have no legal claim anymore. Water under the bridge. So I'm coming back to town with my girlfriend openly now. No need to hide anymore. And I need you to give our house back to us.
Excuse me? Our house? Are you delusional?
The house you're living in, that's my house. Always has been, always will be. I need you to return it. You and your new husband are living there like you own the place, which you don't, by the way. From now on, that house will be the love nest for me and my girlfriend. We've been dreaming about it for years.
Stop talking nonsense. You abandoned it yourself, and now you're saying it's your house? Keep dreaming. You gave up any claim when you walked out.
I didn't abandon it. I just took an extended vacation. I just went on a 3-year extended honeymoon with my girlfriend. I never gave it to you guys. It was always my plan to come back.
Are you serious? You can't just disappear for years and expect everything to stay the same.
Why not? It's my property, so pack up your stuff and get out soon. We're coming back next week. As a kindness, I won't charge you for the rent you should have been paying. You should be grateful for my generosity. Most landlords would demand back payment.
You're completely delusional if you think this will work.
We'll see who's delusional when I show up with the deed. Start packing, Amy. Your free ride is over.
I warned you to get out. I even sent you messages every day telling you to leave. Did you think I was just some random person? Staying put even after all that is just clingy. No wonder Ryan dumped you.
What? So you're the anonymous texter from before. That explains the hostility.
Obviously, who else would it be? Any normal person would have left after being warned so much. Staying anyway makes you as stubborn as a cockroach. You just don't know when you're not wanted, do you?
Wait a minute. Is this Ryan's girlfriend? Are you Ryan's affair partner? The woman he left me for?
Took you long enough to figure it out.
You're the one who had an affair with Ryan, the one who helped break up our marriage.
Formally introducing myself, I'm Zoe, Ryan's girlfriend. The love of his life, actually. The one he chose over you. I'm the reason he's happy now.
I can't believe the suspicious texter was Ryan's mistress all along. How childish to send anonymous threats. I'm surprised to be contacted by someone I've been trying to find for years. You're not easy to track down.
Huh? You've been looking for me all this time? Why? Are you some kind of stalker? Wait, are you a fan of mine or something? I used to be in an indie band, you know. Electric Daydream. We were pretty big in the underground scene. Amy, if you're actually my fan, that would be super exciting. I could sign something for you when we move in.
I don't know anything about your past. I've never heard of your band. I was looking for you to sue you for damages. Having an affair with someone's husband, stealing him and running away with him, you need to take responsibility for that. You destroyed my marriage.
What? You want to sue me for damages? You stupid old lady. Look, he was already emotionally checked out of your marriage. I just gave him a better option. Ryan already explained about the statute of limitations, right? You can't touch us legally.
Yes, he did. But that's just the legal time limit. Morally, you still owe me. It's still up to you two whether you'll pay or not. If you feel even slightly sorry for what you did to me, you should pay at least some compensation as an apology, as a basic human decency.
Well, I don't feel bad at all, so I won't pay a single cent. If your marriage was stronger, he wouldn't have strayed. You should be compensating me for making Ryan so unhappy.
Excuse me? Are you seriously blaming the victim here?
You're no victim. You're just the wrong woman for him. I don't have time for your drama, so hand over the house immediately. Ryan and I need to settle down properly. I already threw all the ex-wife stuff out from the second floor. Your clothes are on the lawn. Hope it doesn't rain.
What? You're at my house? Don't touch my things without permission. That's breaking and entering.
Breaking, maybe. Entering what's ours. This house belongs to me and Ryan now. Your stuff was contaminating our space.
Wait a minute. You threw stuff out from the second floor? Are you at the house right now? How did you even get in?
Couldn't wait any longer, so I came over. Ryan's been promising me this house for years. The locks were changed, but that doesn't matter if you break them. Ryan smashed them easily, and our takeover is complete. We're redecorating as we speak.
You've got to be kidding. You both broke into a house that isn't yours? Do you realize what you've done?
Finally, we can have a stable life. You have no idea how hard it's been living in tiny apartments. We originally planned to sneak back after about 2 weeks of running away, but the old lady kept squatting for so long that it took 3 years. Our plan was delayed because of you.
What did you say? You plan to come back after 2 weeks? What kind of twisted plan is that? Do you really not know what you just did?
When your husband divorces you and disappears, normal people would finalize the divorce and move back with their parents or something. But you kept squatting in this house even after the divorce. The house that belongs to Ryan, not you. Do you have any idea how much that screwed up our plans? We were waiting to see what would happen first. You moving out or the 3-year statute of limitations expiring. We wasted all this time in a distant town because of you. Living like fugitives because you wouldn't leave.
I don't care about your plans. I lived in my house legally. Don't take your frustrations out on me. That's not fair. Your poor planning isn't my problem.
Shut up! This house was Ryan's family home. I can't believe this ex-wife is squatting in her ex-husband's house even after remarrying. You've got some nerve. That's why I threw all your stuff out the second-floor window to vent my frustration. You should see how good it felt watching your things fall.
I can't believe what you've done. You've committed multiple crimes. I'm not taking responsibility for whatever happens next. You've brought this on yourselves.
What are you talking about? You don't need to know. Just disappear. This is our home now. I've already thrown all your stuff out the second-floor window, so don't come back to our love nest, ex-wife. Find somewhere else to live with your new husband.
I sold that house, by the way, 6 months ago.
What? What did you just say?
I already sold the house to a real estate agency. I have the paperwork to prove it. Someone else has already bought it and lives there now. A young couple, if I recall correctly. I wonder what you two have done to those poor people. Breaking into their home, throwing their belongings out windows.
What? You sold his house to a real estate agency? That's not possible! You can't do that without Ryan's permission! You had no right to sell it!
Actually, I had every right to do so, as the legal owner of the property. Breaking and entering, throwing property out the window. I wonder how many crimes you've committed. The police will have a field day with you.
Wait a minute, you really sold the house? How dare you sell someone else's house? But that house is under Ryan's name. I've seen the inheritance papers that he showed me before. Even if you were married at the time, you can't sell property you don't own. That's called fraud.
So the owner can sell it, right? That's why I, the owner, sold it. Perfectly legal. Nothing I ever did was illegal.
What? That's not true. Ryan inherited that house from his parents. He told me that.
Seems like he didn't tell you, so I'll explain. Yes, the house originally belonged to Ryan. To be precise, it was Ryan's parents' house. We inherited it when his parents passed away, but there's something Ryan didn't share with you.
I know that much. That's why he said we got a mortgage-free house. It was going to be our fresh start.
But Ryan said he didn't want to pay property taxes or deal with maintenance. Too much responsibility, he said. So he transferred the house to my name when we inherited it, for tax purposes. It's all documented with the county clerk.
What? You're lying! Ryan would never do something like that. He loved that house.
It's the truth. Check the property records if you don't believe me. So I had every right to sell that house. It was in my name, so I could do whatever I wanted with it. I needed the money to start my new life after he abandoned me.
Is that really true? This can't be happening. That can't be true. But Ryan kept saying this house was. He promised we'd live there together.
He always said that he hated this house, that it had too many bad memories, that maintaining it was a burden. If Ryan's next to you, could you tell him that? Maybe it'll jog his memory. Remind him of all the complaints he made about the place.
I don't need to tell him. He's right next to me reading this text. He's been reading over my shoulder this whole time.
He's right next to you. Hi, Ryan. Remember signing those property transfer papers?
He's turning pale and completely frozen right now. He's not saying anything. Amy, are you absolutely certain about this?
I see. So he lied to you too. Well, I hope the police arrive while he's still frozen. Then they can arrest you both on the spot for breaking and entering.
What? Police? What are you talking about?
I heard the current residents are a young married couple. The Petersons, I think their name was. Breaking into their home, destroying their property. You're definitely going to jail. They've already called the police.
No way. You're making this up to scare us. This isn't someone else's house.
Look around. Are those your belongings you're throwing out? Or do they belong to complete strangers?
Wait, this is no time to be frozen. Ryan needs to say something. We need to get out of here before we're reported to the police. I can hear sirens.
I've already called them. The homeowners called them too. They should be there any minute.
You what? You set us up?
I warned you not to touch my things, but those weren't even my things you were destroying. I'll leave it at that. I'll let the police handle the rest. Good luck explaining yourselves.
Please, Amy, you can't do this to us. Tell the police it was a misunderstanding. Tell them you deliberately confused us, that we accidentally trespassed but meant no harm. Help me out here for old time's sake.
Excuse me? You want me to lie to the police for you? Why should I help you? It's your fault for forgetting who owned the house, and there was nothing accidental about breaking in and throwing property out the window. You did this to yourselves.
Shut up! This is all your fault that this is happening. If you had just moved out like you were supposed to. Are you okay with us getting arrested? Your ex-husband in jail?
Yes, I'm completely okay with that. I think that's fine. In fact, it seems like justice to me.
Why? That's obviously not okay. We have history together. 6 years of marriage.
I think it is. The history you mention is the same one you threw away. Actions have consequences, Ryan.
If I go to jail, I can't pay your settlement. You want money, right? That's what this is about. If I'm in prison, you won't get a cent.
Well, well. Now you're willing to discuss settlement? As if you were planning to pay in the first place. How convenient that you only offer when you're in trouble.
I am feeling very remorseful right now. I see the error of my ways. I feel terrible about the affair. I never should have left you like that. Even if the statute of limitations has expired, I want to pay you now. I'll give you whatever you want, but I can only do that if Amy helps us out of this situation. Please, I'm begging you.
Then withdraw cash from an ATM right now and hand it to the police officer when he arrives. My husband should be there, and since you're feeling so generous about paying damages right now, tell the officer, go to an ATM and hand the cash to my husband. I'm sure he'd be happy to accept it on my behalf.
Wait a second. Your husband is here? As in, at the house right now? Are you saying your new husband is a cop? One of the officers who just arrived?
That's right. Officer Daniel Matthews. He's a very justice-oriented person. He doesn't like people who break the law. He stood by me the whole time after you abandoned me so shamefully. He often said, I hate your ex-husband more than anyone in the world for making you cry. If I ever meet him, I won't let him off easily. I think today might be his lucky day. I don't think he'll get physical, but he's really scary when he's angry, so be careful. He takes his job very seriously.
You've got to be kidding. It's not fair that your husband is a cop. That's a conflict of interest. He can't arrest me just because I'm your ex.
I don't see what's unfair about it, but he's a wonderful, dependable man. Unlike some people I could mention. Because of his job, he knows quite a bit about the law. He told me about the conditions for the statute of limitations on infidelity claims. Here's something interesting you should know. I can still sue both you and Zoe for damages. The 3-year statute of limitations on infidelity has conditions. It only starts counting when you know the name, address, and can identify the affair partner. Isn't that fascinating?
What? No way! That's not how it works!
Until recently, I didn't know Zoe's name, address, or what kind of person she was. I had no way to identify her specifically. So the clock only started ticking recently, when you both so kindly revealed yourselves to me.
That can't be true! I never heard about that condition! You're making this up!
I didn't know either, so I'm grateful my husband explained it. He's always by my side, supporting and helping me, guiding me through the legal process. He's exponentially better than a cheating lowlife who ran away and refuses to take responsibility. A real man, in other words.
Well, that's not fair!
By the way, you can still sue someone for damages even if they're in prison. It's actually more convenient for me since you can't run away. Prison makes people very easy to locate. I really hope you get caught and face the consequences of your actions. You've had this coming for 3 years.
This can't be happening! Everything is falling apart! Amy, please, for the sake of what we once had!
Take care then. Make sure you reflect on your actions while in prison. I hear it provides ample time for contemplation.
Amy, please! At least help me if not him! I didn't know the house wasn't his! If things go this way, I'll break up with Ryan! He's the one who lied to both of us! It was all Ryan's idea to run away together in the first place! And to break into the house today! This is all his fault that this is happening! I'm the victim here too!
It's too late for excuses. You chose to be with a married man. You chose to break into someone's home, even if it was his idea. Give your explanations to the police. They're the ones you need to convince now.
Don't be so cold! Woman to woman, please help me! I didn't know he was lying about the house! Please! Help me! Just this one time and I'll never speak to you! I'm too young to go to jail! I just wanted to live with the man I love! I've been looking forward to living with Ryan these past 3 years, that's all! I absolutely cannot go to jail! My music career will be over!
Like I said, I can't help you. You made your choices. You broke the lock and trespassed, and you proudly threw belongings out the second-floor window. Those are all facts, right? You did the crime. Now do the time. It's that simple.
But it was all Ryan's fault! He manipulated me! He said, let's trash the ex's stuff for revenge, and I just got caught up in the moment. I'm usually quiet and would never do something like this. I'm a good person, I swear.
Quiet, meek girls don't send daily texts telling someone to get out. They don't use insults like old lady. They pay damages sincerely. They don't continue an affair for 3 years. They don't break into homes and throw possessions out windows. And they definitely don't betray their partner in the final hour. Face the consequences together. You made your bed with Ryan, now lie in it. Now, don't contact me again. What happens to you from now on is none of my concern. I've moved on with my life. I suggest you figure out how to move on with yours. From prison, most likely. They were arrested immediately and are still being questioned at the police station. At the same time, the couple now living in the sold house is demanding substantial compensation for damages, which has depleted all of Ryan and Zoe's savings. They've been contacting family and friends for bail money, but since the story of their affair and break-in has spread throughout the community, no one is willing to help. My damage claim is still pending, but those two already have more than enough to deal with. I'm looking forward to seeing their reaction when they receive the demand letter from my lawyer.